became your full-time job?
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, so it definitely has became my full time job, and I just love the process of this. Like I said, it's trials and tribulations sometimes, but in the overall aspect of it, I definitely love what I do, and it has been my full time job. It's been able to take care of my finances and stuff like that. It's just been it feels good. You know what I'm saying? Mental health as well.
Mm-hmm.
It feels good to just work, and it doesn't feel like work. So it's just a passion. And when you know your purpose in life and you know your passion in life, life just becomes grateful and it becomes fruitful. So yes,
For
yeah.
sure, for sure. And I mean, I love your content. You're very charismatic in it. And how do you balance that from, your real life? Because in your videos, much more charismatic, energetic. Now, if we compare that to like talking to someone at a store, does your internet self ever come out?
So I would say people kind of say, "Oh, nah, you don't act exactly how you act in real life," because I'm not gonna be like as hyper and stuff like that, and
Hmm.
as you know what I'm saying, jokey and stuff like that. So I would say I'm a little bit half and half. I do have a chill side to me. So in real life, if you see me, I'm never acting shady Hollywood or like acting too full of myself like that. Nah, that's definitely out the window. Meaning, as I don't act in as in myself is I'm not gonna be loud and stuff like that and real energetic 24/7. So I would say here and there, you might, if you really, really know me, if you're a part of my family and stuff like that,
Hmm.
you would definitely know that I am the same kind of in my videos. But if I just met you, if you support me, something like that, and you see me in real life, I may not be as energetic or as, you know what I'm saying, exactly in my videos, but I definitely am, I would say like fully, fully, fully myself in all
Hmm.
situations.
Yeah,
So
for sure, definitely. Because it's the most important thing is to be yourself, have a passion for what you're doing. And what I was going to ask you is if you had to pick one, what's more important, consistency or passion with making content?
sheesh.
Yeah, this is a good one.
That's tough. That's
Hmm.
tough. I would say, I would say, I would say, passion. Passion because passion brings out consistency. When you have
Hmm.
a passion for something, it's automatically gonna put out consistency because you love it. You're in love with the process. You don't care what's going on. You don't care if the video gets 10 views, 20 views, 30 views. You're passionate about it, so it's going to flourish because you have an end goal. So your end goal is I'm gonna make it no matter what's going on, and you just know you're gonna win in the end. So passion comes from it just beats everything because consistency is automatically just gonna fly into that. So I would say passion.
Hmm. And is there, would you say there was ever a point where you, besides, taking those mental health breaks and things like that, was there ever a time where you seriously considered quitting and just
Yeah,
going with maybe like a job, maybe just like work at just an actual normal job? Would you have, I'm not going to say normal because this is obviously every job is great
yeah, every year.
but just actually working a real physical job. Have you ever considered that over content creation?
Um, Honestly, if I really had to tell you, like deep, deep, deep honesty in my heart,
Hmm.
nah, no. That's it. I'm not delusional. I'm just very confident in my craft,
Yes.
and also I just know it's gonna work out. I just know this is what God's plan is. So it's kind of like I don't get worried when something just goes wrong or something like that. So I would say I always pray. I always make sure that what I'm doing is right and what I'm doing is what's gonna get me to the next level. So what I will say is, no, I honestly wasn't like, oh wow, I got to get a job because of this and that. And it's nothing wrong with a job. I wouldn't say
Yes. Hmm.
it's nothing wrong with a job. I wouldn't say I wouldn't work a 9 to 5 or a regular job or whatever it is. It's just the fact that I just know my purpose in life and I know what I love to do, and this is consecration is what I love to do. So I'm not delusional. I'm just confident in the craft that I put into the world, and I just know what it's gonna work out. So if they say TikTok gets shut down, this and
Hmm.
that gets shut down, I know I can move on to something else, and it's gonna be within content. Maybe move over to YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm on every platform. But
Yes.
however, I would fully, I would fully go into another platform or whatever I got to do to fulfill my purpose in life with content. I would go into another venture and just full on win. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm. Yes, no. I love your story and the way you present yourself. It's one of the best I've heard, honestly. I love
appreciate
interviewing people. It's like passion. It's my hobby. So definitely one of the best people I've heard from so far.
it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're
You're good.
welcome.
You're a great interviewer, man.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you. I'm working on it.
gonna
I
be huge, man.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I started back in last March, like last March, 2024 March, and that
Wow.
I've gotten a lot of progress since then, but still working. So working towards that goal of wanting to actually do it in person, actually starting to meet with people. But it's like you said, consistency.
I
So
also do in interviews as well. That's one of my other.
yes,
I
I've
do that as well. So I would suggest you do this in real life because honestly, you get to connect with somebody on a deeper level, and
mm-hmm,
also you just spread light because I feel like you definitely have a good spirit in you. I feel like you have
mm-hmm.
a positive mindset, positive just energy about yourself that you need to share to the world. So definitely mine
Yes,
as well. So
thank you for sure. And I've wanted to interview people in person. I would
yeah.
love to, but I have a question about you. Do you just straight up like not care what people think when you're interviewing them in person? Do you just pick the most random people and say, I'm going to interview these people?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a certain look about people that I definitely can tell. Oh yeah, this interview is going to be great because I can just look at them and I can tell they have something to say. But the outside world may not take them serious because some people have a look that you just know like oh yeah they don't look confident. They don't
Yeah.
look really like they don't look like they love themselves. So sometimes I kind of pick the people that look like that on purpose because I want to make their day better and I want to also like just shed some laughs in them and I want to make sure that they're getting their point across. Whatever they're thinking in their head. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has something to say. Some people just not confident. They don't want to take the risk. So I'm giving them that
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to speak and just whatever type of entertainment, whatever knowledge you have, information you have, you could just spread light into it. So I pick those type of people. But in general, I never care what anybody think. I feel like they're gonna forget about you in the next 5 seconds and they're gonna
Yeah.
go about their day. So I never care about what anybody thinks of me.
Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing. There's a quote. It's like, I mean, once you care what people think, that might as well stop doing what you're doing because that's a killer.
Exactly.
That's a killer.
Exactly, because a lot of people are gonna have something to say. Everybody's gonna have something to say about you. So
Yes.
you're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna win in anything if you're going with people that got something to say about you, and some of them sometimes are losers. So
Yes.
sometimes you got to just stick with the winner, stay by the winner's side. People that's winning, they don't they don't really have time to worry about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They just want to win with what they're doing. So it's kind of like if you're worried about what they're gonna say, then you're not on the winner's side. You know what I'm saying? So I feel
Yes.
like nobody would laugh at somebody that's trying to be an entrepreneur. That's an entrepreneur. Nobody would laugh at somebody
Mm-hmm.
that's a rapper. If they're a rapper. They wouldn't laugh at somebody who was trying to become a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's stuff like that. You got to look at life at that end of life, and instead of somebody that you know from your childhood and now they're not really progressing in life. They're not doing anything with their life. So
Mm-hmm. For sure. I 100% agree with you there. And real quick, I would like to say the duration was set for 40 minutes, so probably just another 5 minutes of some quick questions for you.
okay.
But when you when you're interviewing people, do you tell them beforehand, like, this is the question, we're going to film you? Or do you just say, cameras are filming, answer the question?
So what I do is a lot of people ask me, "Can I know the question?" I can't give you the question, honestly. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
The reason why I do that is because I want the full authenticity.
Yes.
I want however your whatever your initial reaction will be, I want that to be on camera because a lot of people, if I tell them the question before, if I did do that, it wouldn't be a natural reaction, and then they might lie and say something else, or they might not have the same thought they had 2 seconds ago. So I want them to have the full authentic reaction. So I don't tell them the question beforehand because I just like natural reactions. I feel like that's the best way to go about it.
It is, it is. And have you ever had someone and you never posted it because it was just like just so embarrassing, like so weird, something like that?
Yeah. I would say yeah, definitely for sure. It's been a couple people where the video just wasn't it didn't fit with my style, so I know I didn't post it. Sometimes I go morals over just clout and fame. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I don't just do stuff for just clout, and I just don't care about myself, my brand, my personality, my religion, anything.
Hmm.
Just makes me not fit what I got going on. Nah, so yeah, definitely for sure. I definitely not have posted a video because certain things just didn't align.
Yeah, yeah. And kind of this question goes with that, but it could go with, I mean, any part of your content. Have you ever gotten a strange request from a viewer
Strange request from a viewer.
or someone in person?
Strange request and just it was weird. It was
It was something that, hmm, something you thought was weird. You pretty much ignored them or was like, I can't do that type thing. Or if you're not able to say, that's fine. But
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I
all
never
right,
have got that yet.
yeah, that just a question on this list. But um, let's see. Uh, okay, so if this is my list that people wanted me to ask too, and some
Yeah.
interesting ones are. So let's say all social media disappears tomorrow. What are you gonna do?
Wow. Well, what would I do?
Mm-hmm.
What would I do? What would I do? So, like I said, I have some hidden talents. I can play the drums. So honestly, I probably would go into that lane. I would honestly try to become a full-time drum player somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I grew up always playing in church, played the drums in church. So I would probably just pour my time into that. Maybe go on tour for something. You never
Mm-hmm.
know. So I honestly would most likely try to feed my family, everybody I love, whoever it is, me as well, and try to full be a full-time drum player. Honestly, that's something I would actually take my talents to do.
Yeah, I would never guess you played the drums, just but that's more you know. You know that's a cool fact about you is played the drums, so I never knew that. But
And I
uh
may I may become I would may become a trainer, a basketball trainer as well,
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. And would you
because I
say,
try to use my talents as well.
yeah, speaking of talents, that's what I was gonna say is do you think your status would help you become some a basketball trainer for a college or something like that?
It, if I kind of switched up my content a little bit, if I kind of guided my content into basketball and stuff like that, into I maybe could get some looks into that if I did. I may be thinking about doing some basketball content and stuff like that for the upcoming future, just so people know what's going on because I really get to it in real life. You know what I'm saying? So a
Yeah.
lot of people don't know that I really play basketball like seriously. So they
Yes.
would never they would never guess that either. But yeah, that's one of my my hidden things that I do for sure, and I really love to do that. So yeah, that may be coming up in the future. That may be a good idea for sure.
Definitely, yeah. Love to see that too. Uh, but a few more questions. This last one is for anyone looking to grow on YouTube, start making content. What is a piece of advice you have for them?
So some advice that I would have for anybody that's trying to become an up and coming content creator is post literally every day.
Hmm.
I'm talking about for 365 days, 1 year, 2 years, whatever it takes, and do something that you love to do. That way, it doesn't feel like you're forcing it and you're not enjoying it at its full potential. So I would say post literally every day, and I'm telling you, it will work out for you. Literally, and tune out all the noise, tune out
Hmm.
everything. And you also may have to sacrifice and also do some things that just aligns with whatever you're trying to do with your future, because some people are going to tell you you got to go out, you got to do this, you got to do that, come here, and I'm telling you, if it doesn't align with what you got going on, sacrifice that whole year and really lock in to your
Hmm.
craft and to your content creation life, and I'm telling you, you'll get the fruits of your labor and everything will work out for you in the end.
For sure. I love that response. And another question, kind of scaling off of that, is can you give a description of success in a few sentences? Your definition of success.
Wow. My definition of success would be, I would say, purpose. I would say definitely got to fit in with. I would put in morality with it.
Hmm.
I would put in. I would just wow, and then I would put in. Sheesh,
It's
this
all
is.
right. Yeah,
I
you.
would say. I would say. I guess you could put. I guess we could put in. We could put in. Dang, you could put in money, but money doesn't. I don't feel like money really. It is ties in with success,
Well,
as
yeah,
people say.
100%.
I would say I could say purpose, morality, money. You could put it in all those three.
For sure, for sure. And that was pretty much the last question I had for you. One more personal question is how often do you get recognized in public? I've always wondered that for people with just a few hundred K.
Okay, so I don't go out a lot. I don't go
Hmm.
out a lot. However, the places that I do go recently, and I have got noticed, was the mall and the gym. And
Hmm.
I would say around like 2 times a week, two times a week, because I don't go out a lot. But when I do go out around like 2 times a week, somebody would be like, "Oh, I think I see your videos," and then it kind of draws a little bit of attention. So 2 times a week for sure.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, must be a great feeling to have for sure. But there is literally 30 seconds. So if it ends automatically, I'm sorry. But I just want to thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. I mean, sending you the email, I didn't think you'd respond. I mean, this is my passion, like you said, it's just interviewing successful people. So thank you so much. I really
No
appreciate
problem. I wanted to be the first to ever do this, so that way
it. Thank
when you
you.
get big, you remember what's going on. So
Yes, you are the first. So yes, it may end randomly, but thank you so much. So
appreciate your time.
keep posting and you'll hit a million soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.